Hello to my Aquarius and Aquarius rising friends, Sondra from For Your Chi, here today to do your monthly tarot and oracle card reading for the month of October 2023. Welcome to your October, Aquarius. Hopefully, we've got some good news in here for you. Okay, let's take a look. Well, the good news is the first couple of days of October are going to be prosperous for you. Material harvest, this is you reaping the harvest of the good seeds that you have previously sown. Congratulations. Because of your good fortune right now, there may be some people who have their hand out, beggars, if you will, or someone expecting you to share the wealth, spread the money, something like that. Now, perhaps you owe this person some kind of favor. Perhaps you don't owe them anything. Regardless, there is a compromise here for you. That is the message with the oracle, so that's what we have to go with. All right, so more good news in money matters. If this is not enough for you in the first couple of days of October, there will be more coming after that. Just not in October. This is a divine timing type of card. After your period of patience, success is assured. On top of that, with the oracle card, we have the situation will improve. So, while you do have some money coming in or some good news about money, don't bet the farm. Be conservative. This could be you compromising with your expenditures right now because you could expect more later in the month of October. I don't see it later in October though, because when this card comes up, it's always a longer wait than you had anticipated. Nevertheless, it will arrive, and usually in the nick of time. Your third house brother or sister, universe, they are being handed what they have asked or prayed for here, although they don't think so. They're questioning a lot of things about their life right now and about their future. 1 year from now, so next year, they're going to see this realization in the material in the 3D in their life. So they too will have to wait, but this is sort of a, they don't show it to me as a contract. It's weird. I'm hearing the words written in stone. Okay. That's kind of like a contract, I would think. But it's a little different. They're still going to experience what they wanted to experience. However, there's been a delay. Okay, now here's the big one. For some of you, this is good news. For some of you, not so good news. Now, here is the contract. You know your fourth house is your house of home. Sometimes the father or father figure shows up in the fourth house as well. So I always say it like this. Whatever happens with regard to where you live currently, or whatever happens with your father or your father figure in the month of October of 2023, it was supposed to happen that way. Now, for some of you, if you're saying, well, Sondra, the bags are packed and your house is for sale, or your house just sold, or you just bought a new house, or you're moving or something, okay, well then that's the event. Then you already know it. But for some of you who don't know it, you could be moving or on your way to changing residences, or this could be a change within your residence, someone moving out, someone moving in, getting a roommate. This is big though. This is not small. This could be like a complete home makeover or big renovation. It's up to you. Now remember, if this is your father figure, it's going to be up to him. to choose which way to go after this karma card comes in. Now, we do have this eclipse coming up. I want to say it's the 12th or the 14th of October. I believe it's in Libra, and the Libra axis is Aries, so it will be affecting people who have heavy Libra and or Aries in their chart more so than the other signs, but all signs feel it to some degree. Your fifth house, your socialization, your fun, your friends. For those of you single aquas, this is your dating life. Patience, planning. It's not time to make any major moves here. It's not time to cut anybody off. It's not time to kick anybody to the curb, including friends here. What is the advice? Communicate clearly. I have noticed in my life that Aquarians tend to really beat around the bush or be very concerned with how they word things because they're so concerned with being politically correct. But now is not the time for that. Now is the time to be very precise and clear with your intentions here, especially for those of you who are dating. It's time to be very upfront about who you are wanting, what you are wanting in relationships. This could be in friendships. This could be in your social circle. Okay? We've got some other relationship messages coming up. Good news in relationship this month. And I forgot to say, if you want the extended reading, the Patreon link is below. Also, if you would like a private session with me, that link too is below, where you can look at my calendar and book at the same time. Your sixth house, work and health, heart chakra. Your heart could be opening up to someone at work, or there could be something or someone that you love about work. Now, if this is not talking about your work, this could be talking about health. You could have had some sort of bizarre heart symptoms, heart conditions, heart palpitations. You could have had chest pain. And particularly for those of you who have sought treatment, and if you haven't, you should as soon as possible. But you have improving health here. So, this is good news. With improving health in the heart chakra, I like that. Especially for those of you that have had symptoms and have, got checked out and, either they could find something that could be resolved or they couldn't find anything and all of a sudden it goes away. This happens all the time. I remember in 2006, I was having for at least 2 months very significant cardiovascular symptoms, and I was in my 20s, and I was just really pissed off about it and in denial. And I'm like, look, I work out, I'm in my 20s, I eat pretty clean. There is no reason for me to be having this. Should I have went to the doctor? Absolutely. But at that time, I was very stubborn about all of the factors that I just rattled off, particularly my age. I was talking to my girlfriend about this problem, my psychic girlfriend that I had known for many, many years. And she said, sometimes those aren't your symptoms. Sometimes those are other people's symptoms, like people you're related to, people you're close to. I dismissed what she said, and I said, look, that's not me. Other people have that problem. I'm not an empath. I just totally disregarded it. Well, a couple days later, I ended up talking to my sister. It turns out that not only was my one sister having episodes of the same thing, so was my second sister and my mother. All four of us were having the same symptoms at the same time. Now, one or two of them went and got checked out medically, could not find a problem. So that's why I'm saying, like, sometimes these physical things can be someone else that you are connected to, and you may not even know that they're having a problem. So usually what happens when you're feeling someone else is it will come on very quickly, very abruptly, just full-on symptom, 1 minute you're fine, the next minute it's not fine. So what I do when that happens to me, now, since I've experienced that, this has been a long time since I've even talked about this. I'm not even sure I've talked about this on the YouTube, but maybe I have. Sometimes I confuse it with my podcast that I used to do and other things. So, anyway, if you have a sudden onset of symptoms, what you can do very quickly, even as you're seeking medical care, is call on Archangel Michael to cut the cord between yourself, your body, your energy, and anyone else's pain or symptoms that you may be experiencing. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I worded that. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now to cut the cords between myself and any other person's pain or symptoms that I may be feeling or may be connected to. Something like that. And then you go cut them, and you visualize the cords being cut between you and this other person or people. If what you are experiencing is someone else's problem, you will feel at least somewhat relief immediately. And what I have noticed is there will be residual remaining that will go away in the next 12 hours, or sometimes it'll take a day or two. But if it's your own issues, it will just remain. So that's that. Okay, so let's look at your tarot cards. Who's around you in your 7th house? Primary relationships and business partnerships before we go into the extended. Okay, we have the 3 of Pentacles here. So that's Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have the Cups here. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Hey, how about that? No other Aquarius. This is the first reading that hasn't been an Aquarius, and I can't remember how long. We'll have to see if any other sign pulls a no Aquarius card. All right, so if you want to follow me in the extended, link is below. We're going to be going over your 7th house of primary relationships, including business partnerships, if that applies to you. Your 8th house of taxes, contracts, intimacy, the source of your significant other's income, if that applies. Your 9th house of school and travel, your 10th house of career and your mother, your 11th house of your child or your best friend. Your 12th house, what's about to happen 3 months from now, look for that in January of 2024. Many blessings to you, Aquas. Take care.